Air Raid Warden is a Walter Lantz Andy Panda cartoon from 1942. This is directed by Lovy, it's written by Ben Hardaway and Milt Schaffer, and we have a voice cast including Mel Blanc, Grayson, Margaret Hill-Talbot, Dorothy Lloyd, and Dick Nelson. And I quite enjoyed this one. I think it's maybe the first more urban Andy Panda cartoon that I've seen. I could be wrong, I might be misremembering, but generally they're set outside in woodland kind of areas, so to have one that's set more in a city was quite an interesting experience. And Andy Panda is the air raid warden, and also in this one I didn't consider him to be a little child, and by this I mean in the ones that I've seen he's usually with his father, he's usually a little cub and his father is the adult, but in this one I viewed him as an adult or a more grown-up character, so a very different experience for me. And he is the air raid warden, and of course the signal goes off, he sounds the alarm, and it seems like everything's going to go okay very briefly, and then lights start popping up. I loved how he interacted with the light, particularly one bit where he appears to be holding the light, and I just thought it was beautifully animated. And then certain animals are emitting light and he wants to extinguish those lights, and it's just very chaotic for a lot of it as he tries to make sure everybody's complying, and many people aren't and many animals aren't, and it's really good fun. My only complaint, and it's not a complaint necessarily because it makes perfect sense, but it's noisy, particularly at the beginning when he's sounding the alarm. There's a lot of noise, and I'm not comfortable with loud noise, so that's not great, but as I said, it makes perfect sense why they would do that. So it's not really a complaint, more just something to watch out for. If you've got your sound turned up or if you're wearing headphones, it's a little bit noisy. But other than that, it's really well done. Nice narrative, great pacing. Andy Panda is adorable. Got to admire his passion for the job that he was trying to do, and ultimately, noise aside, I can't really fault it. Air Raid Warden is a decent Andy Panda cartoon, quite different to the ones that I've seen, and I'm keen to see if there are more with this kind of setting. And in general, I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely worth watching if you're an Andy Panda fan.